What's up, y'all? Welcome to Behind the Avatar. It's me, Krafter. How we doing today? Say what up in the chat. Let us know that you're tuning in. And today, I got an awesome guest with us. Actually, lucky for you, we got 3 guests for this show. So we got Blaze Games in the house, and I'm gonna bring them up on screen right now so you guys can hang out with us together. Say what up, guys.
Hey,
Yo,
how's it going?
Yo, yo, yo. Um, so today, like I said, we got Blaze Games in the house. For those of you that don't know Blaze Games, make sure you go look them up on Twitter. We got Blaze Games AU. Blaze Games AU. That's going to be the best place to find a bunch of the stuff that they're doing. And right now, I just want to start by just getting a little introduction of who all 3 of you are, because this may or may not be. I know some of you guys are on screen more than others, or maybe you all are on screen. I guess I don't know for sure, but we're seeing maybe some people are seeing your faces for the first time. So if you want to go around in a circle and introduce yourself, that would be awesome. We can start with whoever wants to start.
you want to go first, Voxel Blaze? You are the face of the organization.
I guess so. I guess I'm Voxel Blaze. Started in the sandbox probably about a year and a half ago. Worked in there for about 6 months. Then a big game jam came up, and then the opportunity came up to do an awesome game with Sandbox and Young Antonio here, and then did that. Basically, all from there is kind of history. We kind of, if you follow our progress through the Sandbox, you've seen we've made some pretty awesome games. It's had some pretty successful asset sales and got some pretty awesome partners as well.
Definitely. Yeah. You guys have been making some really cool stuff.
Yeah, Respawn is probably the game people would know us by first. That was that initial game jam. That's really what kicked this whole process off. It's where we all kind of came together. We all found our groove, found our stride, found our roles, and yeah, just got straight into it. Got first place in that one, and that really propelled us forward into the game making studio we are today.
Yeah.
I guess by the way, what's my name though?
We're supposed to be introing each other.
I know who it is. It's Sandbox, the guy you never see on stream.
You know the voice.
Voices,
you know the voice.
What are the voices? I've been confident on my voice. I have a very defining voice, I think.
You got a voice for radio, that's for sure.
Voice for radio. I've got a face for radio as well. So.
Hey, I wasn't gonna say that.
But yeah, I'm Sandbox. I was brought in the team by Voxel Blaze during that fateful game jam. Helped him work on some of the mechanics. We worked together a lot of late nights, coming up with plot lines, storylines, mechanic ideas, secret hidden stuff and funny in jokes and stuff like that. The teleporter, if you've ever played Respawn, was a fun night. We came up with that. And yeah, I've just been kind of helping him in the background with doing mechanics in games. We're working on a couple of different titles at the moment. I don't know, can we give much away? I mean, people know we're working with Gutter Cats and Bucket 2171. That's no secret. Working on Wasteland 2171, Gutter City. So my job is to kind of figure out some fun stuff to put in there.
Yeah. He's our mechanics master.
Yeah.
You always need that. That's important to have.
For sure. I'm Young NTO. I was convinced or almost like harassed by Voxel Blaze to come join the Sandbox. I'm a very stubborn person, so it took a lot. And eventually I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, I'll come check it out. Then I ended up liking it. So I do a lot of like the level design, stuff like that. A lot of the set pieces, a bit of Vox edit, a bit of everything. And just try and make everything look kind of pretty,
He's our beat. I was going to say he's our resident beats master as well, and also like he looks after a lot of our like design and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, from like what'd you say?
I was going to say, if you haven't seen any of our trailers, yeah, you'll see. That's Young NTO's handiwork.
Yeah, I'm from a graphic design background, so I kind of know how to do all this stuff. And yeah, I just brought it in. Nobody was really doing any hype marketing videos or stuff when I came in, so
Yeah, yeah.
everyone's kind of had to lift their game a little bit, which is good. Even Sandbox themselves, you know.
I was
But
gonna,
That's why
I was
they're
gonna
in
say
so long.
you're showing a lot of people how it's done. I've been looking at some of your stuff that you just pulled up. We'll show it on screen here too in a little bit. But yeah, you guys, your videos are great. That's one thing that I think is super important, and for anyone that's listening in, we got a handful of people saying what up. We got Maddox and
Hey,
Yeah,
Maddox.
Yeah, Maddox.
a couple people shouting y'all out in the chat. So say what up, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. But yeah, I feel like graphics and video graphics especially are super important for just like promoting what you're doing and getting yourself out there and
Exactly.
really showing. Because I mean, you can do still images, but a video really does catch people's eye when they're scrolling through the Twitter feed, and we all know how Twitter goes, that you can just get lost in that and just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling until something does catch your eye. So yeah, I think your guys' videos are awesome. So props to you for
thank you very
whipping those
much.
up.
Thanks.
I think we
Yeah.
hit the nail on the head with that Blaze Blade sale. That was pretty fun to do, actually, where we hired an actual professional voice actor to do a very hard sell retail type
Yeah.
video. Very Aussie accent.
I have that pulled up right now. Let's see if we can. I'll pull it up. I gotta switch screens so everyone can see.
It's a cavalcade of
there.
blade. Fire! No, wait! It's just the blade! Our blades are cutting edge and we're smashing crosses! All blades must go! Sail, sail, sail! It's swords galore! We've got short swords, long swords, axes, and weird tentacle things! These blades are sharp! Damn it! I can personally confirm these blades are razor sharp! Ow! Ooh, shiny! Hey, look at this blade! It's pretty cool! We've got the sharpest blades, and they're flying to the door! These blades must break! Betrayed? Don't be dismayed! Invade your mates with a handmade blade! It's a cavalcade of blades! Don't delay! Grab a blade today! On guard for the 12th of February, 4:20 p.m. AEST!
Blaze Games accepts no responsibility for any grievous bodily harm inflicted as a result of blade use. Side effects of buying a blade include dismemberment, decapitation, loss of limbs, life, and loved ones. Side effects of not buying a blade include FOMO. Must be at least 4 years old to purchase. Limited stock, no refund.
That is
Fire! No, wait!
quiet. That is awesome. That's the first time I actually saw that. I don't know how I missed it until now, but I fucking love that. It's very well done, and that's another thing. It's like you really do have to, like, when you're trying to advertise and promote yourself in this space, like you do have to kind of lean into the memes and lean into more of the like culturally whatever the word is, relevant stuff. So I think I think that was great, and I mean it definitely performed pretty damn well. I mean, you got 216 retweets on that bad boy, so I think people like that one. I think people liked
it
it.
wasn't bad.
The sale went pretty good. We pretty much sold out of almost every single blade. There's only a couple left now. I'd say like less than 150 altogether.
Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. How
We
many
were-
blades were there?
There was.
Do you even know?
There's
A lot.
a lot. I mean, that's got to do the calculator.
There are 13.
50 times 13.
Yeah, so that
Whatever that
is.
is.
There was 1950, so 1,950 blades.
Hell yeah. Nice,
Yeah.
nicely done. Bravo. Showing us how to market. I love it. I love it.
We were worried a bit when we were making that, because we were like, we have these advertisements in Australia where there's just this guy yelling at you, and we weren't sure anyone else is going to get it or find it funny, especially with this.
I think bad
Australian accent.
advertising's global, man.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
think that's what
and I feel like that for whatever reason, and maybe it's just me, but that instantly like reminded me of, like, it brought me back to like Family Guy. Like I feel like and is Family Guy even popular in Australia? I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely,
So I feel like Family Guy's definitely played off of that a few times in some of their episodes, but that was like the first thing that popped into my head was maybe it's like whenever they do the wavy inflatable whatever guy.
$2 man.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think I see why you guys crushed it with that. So, like I said, nicely done. I guess that can kind of segue us into tell us like what have you guys been focused on? Because like it seems like you and maybe you've been focused on all kinds of things, but you have like the blade sale that you did, so you've been building all kinds of really awesome blades and weapons, and then but then you also have been doing game development and other assets like the cars and stuff. Like what are do you guys have a lane, or is it really just everything? Like it really does kind of feel that way, and that's awesome. But I just open the floor to you guys.
The kind of, I guess the aspect of Blaze Games when we kind of conceived it was we wanted something that could do a premiere experience in the sandbox for any kind of experience and any kind of avenue we wanted to do. We wanted to be able to make awesome assets. We wanted to cover every aspect. Awesome assets, awesome games, awesome mechanics, awesome trailers, awesome social media, the whole kind of package. We wanted to do a full, because I never really saw anyone at the time about a year and a half ago who was actually bringing the full package to Sandbox, being at like a full gaming development studio. And that's where the idea came. And when I got young NTO and Sandbox was able to bully him enough to come help me out and do this with me. And yeah, that's where it kind of conceived. And we wanted to do everything multi-lane. And yeah, we just kind of have taken a route whenever we've seen the opportunity, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And that being our foundational base, we've also kind of learned that Twitter and crypto is a very high speed environment. You know, you have to kind of keep up to date with new trends and stuff. So we kind of try to follow those waves, kind of see what people are into, see where Sandbox is up to, new releases, you know, stuff like that, stuff people can use in game. We've kind of tried to mark, center our, you know, production around that. I think going forward, we're kind of moving into a bit more of a, it's going to be a bit more agile. It's going to be a bit more community focused. We're going to do a lot more kind of stuff on stream, especially with assets and stuff. We're going to kind of do more one-off things here and there. We're going to make kind of shorter games and stuff just for the community to kind of showcase how things are done. You know, give people a kind of, you know, taste test of what the full kind of production line looks like. As well as our client builds as well. We've got to focus on that in the background. But with becoming the Australian ambassador, we do want to do more kind of community outward focused stuff.
Yeah, we'll also be expanding into other builds and stuff as well.
And
going forward.
Yeah, and taking other builders under our wing as well, under the Blaze Games wing, helping them out, and I guess mentoring and coaching them a bit as well with that Australia and NYZ role. We'll also be opening up the Discord very soon, so that will be your first opportunity for anyone who is in Australia and New Zealand to kind of come in and talk to us and see what the Sandbox is all about, and yeah, kind of get our I guess extensive knowledge and experience from the Sandbox and see where you can fit in.
Yeah, that's an awesome segue to the what did you call it? The Australian, I found it, Australian and New Zealand ambassadors. Yeah. So do you want to elaborate maybe a little bit more on what that entails? And I'll bring that up on screen too. For those of you guys that haven't seen the announcement yet, so combining Blaze Games and then also Cyber Dragon are the Australia and New Zealand ambassadors for the Sandbox game, the official ones. So yeah, let us know like a little bit about what that even means, because I guess I'm not even really familiar with what exactly that all entails, or what you guys will be doing, or what you guys plan on doing. Maybe it's kind of an open book and you guys are gonna blaze your way forward with it, but pun intended. But yeah, what is that all about?
You might have seen on Twitter, like there's like Sandbox South Korea and Sandbox Japan, so this sort of thing.
Yeah.
So we're kind of taking taking care of Australia and New Zealand, right? So instead of being directly like Sandbox owned, we're our own company, but we're still going to take that role as the ambassadors for the Sandbox. So that's essentially what it is.
Yeah, the Sandbox is trying to foster communities, like grassroots communities in different countries around the world. So they've started in places like the bigger ones you like Ben mentioned. I mean, Young Tio mentioned Japan. Other ones are around us. I think one in Spain as well. A few different ones, but we're going to be doing that here in Australia and New Zealand. So hopefully getting a grassroots community up, getting some Australian builders, showing the Sandbox around, doing competitions like box edit things, and just basically there's nothing set in stone, like you said. It kind of is an open book, and we're going to try and blaze our own path, see what works and what works with the community. So we're just going to kind of figure it out with everyone.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And do you guys have any plans right now for it, or is it still pretty early days on that you're still kind of figuring out, or maybe you can't say yet?
It's still pretty early days.
Yeah.
I think we're going to start with kind of opening up our community, our Discord, kind of seeing, the Australian and New Zealand talent, seeing what we can draw from the community, see if there's any other independent teams out there that we can kind of, steer in the right direction, anyone looking for advice, but also kind of looking at Australian and New Zealand brands and IP that we think would align well with Sandbox's ecosystem and vision.
Totally. Is there anyone that is already on your guys' radar in Australia or New Zealand that you know of that is already creating cool stuff in the Sandbox, or has it like, I guess I off the top of my head, I don't know of anyone like other than you guys in Australia. Is there anyone else that comes to mind right now?
There are a few people around. Not, I'd say like they haven't had the opportunity to be shown up in the Sandbox. I think what's happened, especially in the last 6 to 9 months, it's become very hard to become very well known within the Sandbox. I think it's become a little bit like it's more saturated than it was about, say, a year and a half ago, when it was a bit easier to get your name started and get things based. And obviously I had 6 months before everyone else, a lot of other people, to start building things. So I think we are able to give those people the opportunity to shine a bit more in the spotlight through us and this partnership with our Sandbox.
Right.
Because us in chat is saying Rufu is crying right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I see a couple.
There's Rufu, yeah. But
there's Rufu in the cyber.
We're already familiar with Rufu, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a couple of Aussies in the space. Cyber's another big name. He's actually doing this. We're actually doing this in collaboration with him. So we're kind of using his expertise, his advice, his network to help us. We draw on his mechanics a lot.
As do most of us.
Yeah, he'd be a main part of the team. Yeah.
Get Good. I don't know. I haven't heard of that guy. Who is at Get Good?
I know. I was like, is that a joke or is that actually somebody? I don't know.
This is the benefit of opening up our Discord now. We'll be able to get everyone in and have a bit more track of actually people who are keen to get working, because it's a bit hard through Twitter. It's like everyone posts everything, but after 2 or 3 days, that post is lost in the teeth at Twitter ether. It's gone.
Totally.
Yeah.
It definitely, there is a gap that needs to be bridged between, like, because I feel that too, and that's kind of like why I wanted to start doing a show like this, is to bring on builders of all, like, obviously you guys have scaled into an actual full-blown business, but like bringing on just your average builder that has 400, 500 followers on Twitter, but creates amazing stuff. And it's like, there needs to be more platforms. I'm not saying that I have a huge platform or anything right now. But there needs to be these bigger platforms that are able to kind of showcase what builders are actually doing, because there's some amazing stuff that people are doing. Like one of my first guests, I wish we would have had Twitch going when we did this. I'll have to bring him on again. Was Vox Machina, and some of the stuff that he creates is just amazing. And he's only been doing it for a very short amount of time. I forget how long exactly, but like just one name drop out of tons of other people that need that platform. So that's going to be super cool to see what you guys do with the Australia and New Zealand market. Are you? I know I feel like most people in the chat are probably wondering the same thing. Are you gonna somehow gate the community so that it is only New Zealand and Australian individuals, or I don't even know how you would go about doing that, or is it going to be open to everyone, and maybe you have, I don't know, like a role reaction where people can say where they're from, and then but then everyone's just going to say that they're from Australia so they can get all the extra channels and stuff. But do you guys have a plan for that? I know I'm just throwing some random hard questions out there, but especially as early as it is for you. But what's your plan for that?
I don't think we've really decided 100% yet. It's kind of just we're keeping it loose at the moment. I think everyone is invited to the Discord at the moment. There might be a secret channel maybe for some Aussies if they're Aussie builders and we're trying to help them out. I can't confirm or deny. I don't know if it's going to happen yet. We haven't put that channel in place, but still early days. But it could be, could not be. Don't know yet.
I think like that would make sense if I were in your guys' shoes. I mean, it would make sense to have an extra channel for people that you know for sure are people that are from Australia, because I could go in and say that I'm from Australia because I visited for a day, but and I haven't.
You're gonna have to get that accent down if you're
gonna try right. You have to pass the accent test, and maybe somebody can come up with a Discord bot that can verify if you actually are Australian.
Get one of those capture bots. You got to say like "good day" into it or something.
Film yourself doing a shoey of VB.
That's right. Then you're just honorary Australian.
Yeah, I guess so.
Scottish shoe of beer.
maybe that's the prerequisite. You got to do a video of yourself doing a shoey of a VB. You can get into the Australian channel.
I don't even
first
know
and foremost
what that means.
Shoey,
Aussie beer and shoey.
It's a weird tradition of just putting beer into a shoe, into your sweaty shoe that you've been at, and then sculling it essentially. Yeah, it's called a shoey.
I've done that, but we didn't call it a shoey. I don't even know if we called it anything. We were just I played football in college, so we did a lot of stuff. But that was definitely one of them. It was cleats, but it was same concept.
It's universal.
Yeah. But I like the shoey term. So one thing that I think the just hard segue away from shoeys and your guys' Discord, but one thing that really caught my eye early on, really, I don't know how early, to be honest, was some of the work that you did with Gutter Cat Gang. How did that, first off, how did that come about? Were you just part of the community, and I'm gonna try and like answer the question for you after I ask it. We'll just stop. How did that come about? Because I think all the stuff that you're doing for them is amazing.
So Gutter Cats came about as one of my first NFT PFP mints. I had just missed out on 4 weeks.
Sorry.
I'd been discussing actually buying one, and then I didn't buy one. It was like I think 0.6 ETH at the time, and I was like, I'm not sure if I should spend $1,000 on a picture. It's stupid. So didn't do that. Then missed out. They went up to like 2 or 3 ETH, and I was like, I'm not gonna buy that. Then the Gutter Cat drop came out, and I stayed up. I think I was up until like 4 or 5 a.m. with Sandbox one night when we were working on the first iterations of Respawn. And I happened to get really lucky. Saw a message from them just as we were closing up, calling it a night at like 4 a.m. And they messaged, we're dropping the NFT drop an hour early or something. And I was actually in the Discord at the time, saw the message, happened to jump in. All the ETH I had saved up from sales from Sandbox, I put into minting Gutter Cats. And I minted 7 of them basically off the contract. And then I picked up another 2 off secondary straight away for 0.14 and 0.15 ETH. So basically spent about 1 ETH in total on my whole thing. And then went in with that, did the drop, joined the Discord. Then I was kind of excited about it, and I was doing Vox Edit at the time. So I made a Sandbox avatar and just posted it on my Twitter. And that Twitter post got like, I don't even know. It was some ridiculous amount of retweets and likes. And then we went into Discord, started talking about partnerships and working with them, seeing what we could do. I got contracted on to do voxel avatars for them. And we were in talks with them to do the full build. they saw us win the game jam, and it was kind of an afterthought after they saw us win the game jam. They're like, yeah, definitely, we want Blaze Games to do our build then.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. I feel like that's, I shouldn't say a common story, but like I've seen it play out. It's played out for me in that same way a couple of times, where like you join this community, and me, I love building avatars. So like usually the first thing I do whenever I buy a new NFT that I'm actually really into the community side of things, I'll go and build the avatar, and they're just like, dude, that's dope. And now everyone knows about the sandbox, but early days it was kind of like a more an early concept that not everyone was trying to get into. So that's awesome that it played out like that. And I've definitely I'm trying to remember when was the last time I explored the Gutter Cat world, or whatever you would like to call it, the game.
The Gutter Bar, yeah, it's a Gutter Bar 1x1. I think it's still up, isn't it? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It probably is. But like just wandering around that, it was like, this is pretty dope. And so is there a game in the works for them? I don't even know, or maybe I have no idea. I don't really keep up with Gutter Cats. Sorry, gang, but I can't keep up with everything that's going on. So there is a game that's coming in the works and everything. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
I might let Sandbox take this one. You can.
Yeah,
we've already all heard enough of me talk.
Yeah, there is a 3x3 kind of full build out, which is, I guess it's the same theme as that Gutter Bar, but it's going to be a lot larger. It's going to be a kind of a full-blown city. There's going to be a lot to do, a lot of areas and places to explore. And I think we really want to fill it with the community's ideas and the community's kind of characters and storylines, so that the players kind of fully immersed in the Gutter Cat lore. I think that would be, I think that'd be really cool.
Totally. I think that's, in my opinion, the move that any community that's getting into community NFT project that's like getting into the sandbox is like have it revolve around what the community wants, and have them have input on what they think that, because like they're going to be the ones that are mainly going to be playing the game. I mean, obviously there's other people that will be excited about it too, but you're building it for them, so why not build for what they're looking for, kind of thing. So yeah, I think that's a great idea.
You see a lot of cool people kind of building their own brand on Twitter. Like you got Rug Radio, and you've got stuff like who's that? A Bird at Law. There's like a lawyer. There's like a gutter lawyer guy. And
It's pretty
the
funny.
Gutter Gazette, and these are all things that can have a home in the metaverse, in something like Gutter City. They can have a little space in one of the buildings where they have like a production studio or whatever it is, recording studio,
conference calls. So
yeah, and you can, and users can kind of learn a bit about them and meet them, and they can, if they want, they can even have links to their own brands in Gutter City. It's kind of one of the possibilities that's made available with the metaverse. You can have a little space that's dedicated to that part of the community.
Yeah, and I think that is an awesome. I guess I kind of have a similar thought process around it, but like that would be cool to see, like actual individual community members having their own little spots inside of these worlds with, like you said, like links to their things and stuff, just as one of the many perks to being a part of these different communities. That yeah, so that's a great idea. Is that something that you guys are actively working on?
Yeah,
this and Bonker mainly. So our Wasteland 2 on 7.1 experience. I think we posted the video for that as well, if you haven't seen it.
Bunker, there it is. I have
one
not
thing we
seen
were
it.
quite lucky with the Gutter Cats was we were able to come up with a lot of the concepts that we wanted to do in the build too. Also going to mention, like, we were quite early as well with them, so we were very lucky with, like, we had quite free reign of what we wanted to do in the build. Like, we came up with a lot of the things, like, I guess, Gutter Frogs and the Gutter Ball and the Kibble Club and all that kind of stuff, which they've kind of rehashed and used a lot as well, which is pretty awesome.
It's been like integrated into the lore. Just our
got
early
posted.
little ramblings.
It's kind of wild how quickly the community took to that.
Yeah, it was cool.
Just ran with it. I just got to mention Maddox in chat, just fangirling.
I was gonna say I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but I can't. I'm bad at multitasking.
We should give a shout out to Maddox and OG Shakespeare, who are actually helping us out, moderate our Discord community, and just relentlessly shilling our stuff.
All the time.
Hell
More
yeah.
than us.
That's what they do.
Even more than us.
That's what we love them for.
I play some stuff. Yeah, no, it's I love the gusto. Of the
What is this bunker? I don't even know what bunker is. Bunker. I found it.
Bunker 2171 is another NFT project. It's kind of similar to, I guess, the Cyberkongs a bit, but like their own thing. They have like an origination collection of 500, and then it went down to their Gorilla Nemesis collection, which is a collection of 5,000, and then they did 3 other collections of 5,000 after that, which were recurring drops that were included from having a Gorilla Nemesis and other things like that.
Yeah, and their whole theme is a kind of like post-apocalyptic Fallout-esque kind of wasteland where these Kongs have kind of mutated and kind of learned to survive in this harsh environment. So we're kind of helping them build out kind of like a Fallout type experience where you can actually play out their story. They have a lot of lore already. They've already got their launch pad and their native token that you can use to mint their NFTs. They're pretty
Head of the
well
ball.
developed. Yeah, they're pretty mature NFT collection as far as they go.
I just
And if I
followed
can
them.
say, they're a pretty good price too at the moment.
Yeah, relatively undiscovered, I'd say.
I was gonna say I've never heard of them, which is wild. I mean, there's a lot of things I haven't heard of, but usually I've heard of things that are building in the sandbox. But yeah, this looks super cool. And you guys are doing all of the sandbox stuff for them? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you did all the avatars.
We did the,
We helped with like the templating of the avatars. Another builder, Doodadam, built out the
traits.
entire collection. Yeah.
Yeah. So we did the
Okay.
animation base for the model. So basically what he looks and moves and walks like. And we did the legendary ones, the 10 epic legendary ones. We did ourselves for Blaze Games. They commissioned us to do that, but he looked after the 490 collection of the VXs, like the generic versions.
Oh,
We just kind of just like
Advised and-
advised. Yeah, didn't have enough time to do 490 for him.
right on. Is the who did you say did the other ones?
Doodadam. He's actually a recent game jam winner as well in the sandbox.
Yeah, his name I think on Twitter is what is it? Arende, or if I could find it.
He won the Alpha.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Was that Alpha Game Jam or I forget.
It was some game jam. He won. It was the one with the giant gorilla, and it was smashing all the buildings.
like King Kong.
Smashes.
Yeah, I really like that
the
game.
buildings.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah,
pretty
yeah. That one was good. That one was really good. No wonder it won. Is that speaking of game jam games? I meant to ask this early on, and I actually want to talk more about it. So it's Respawn? Is that's kind of what started it all? Respawn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that still available to play? Like, is that on?
I think it
needs a bit
broken as
updating.
hell now.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
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 I suppose with all the updates and stuff, it probably got pretty broke along the way.
Got pretty pro.
Yeah,
Wait, that was like
Sure.
0.5, I think, or early 0.6. Like,
Yeah, it might have even been
Game Maker. Yeah, it might have been. Yeah, it's really early Game Maker. We've been through 3 or 4 updates, which broke it. So it's kind of like we fixed it once. Okay, it broke it again. We have another 10 hours to fix this. We'll focus on other games and other game jams at the time. So what we've kind of done, and what we kind of suggest to everyone at the moment is, because with those things coming up, you only want to fix a game if it's going to be submitted, I guess, for an alpha, or if there's something coming out, or if when land staking is going to be official, and there's going to be, I guess, a certain set date where you know there's going to be, okay, we're going to put Game Maker out. This is what's going to release for when you can actually mint a game to your land. It's going to be 0.7 or 0.8 or whatever it is. I would say when that comes out, fix your games. Then you can fix your games to that Game Maker standard, and you know they're going to work after that for the alpha or whatever mint it is, until maybe 3 months down the track where they bring out another update if it breaks things. I don't know. Depends. They have rewrote the Game Maker, so I think with updates, it's going to be a lot less game breaking as well.
That's good.
One would hope. One would hope.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
hopefully. But that's a good insight, good tip that I never even thought about. But yeah, like wait if you are gonna update it, wait until it's gonna be something that's gonna be around, like you said, for like the alpha or whatever. Instead of just continually updating it over and over again and beating your head against the keyboard.
Yeah, because you can get little problems where, like, we've found in game maker updates where for some reason the pivot point gets moved 2 voxels to the left now. So everything in the whole map got moved 2 voxels to the left. And you're like, what did that happen?
Yeah, that can make you quite frustrated, I would imagine.
You see some weird stuff sometimes. We're waiting for, I think, presets to come back to update those original games, which from what we hear shouldn't be too long. But yeah, and I guess land minting experiences to lands is something that we want to also get ready for, and probably everyone wants to get ready for, because that's going to be pretty revolutionary, just in the sandbox ecosystem.
Yeah, you won't actually have to log into the game maker. Like, you can just go on like the website, like the alpha, and click on a square and play a game. That'll be pretty, I think, game changing for the sandbox when that happens.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome whenever we get to that point. Do you guys have any idea when we're gonna get to that point? Because
no exact idea. All I can say is 0.7 is, I'd say, quite close.
Okay.
Like, closer than people think, I would say. Not much else I can say.
All right.
When that comes out, we might need to update our games when that comes out.
Yeah,
because I think it's going to be quite a big one.
There might be a bit of a rush towards the end of the year, I'd say.
I like that. That's enough alpha.
Good.
I appreciate any little bit of alpha we can tweeze out here and there. So that's awesome. I'm sure people in chat are definitely. Yep, I see beans, and everyone's ears perked up whenever they heard you start talking that. So that's
yeah,
awesome.
we got to be very careful now as ambassadors.
Yeah, get to see some emails that can't repeat on stream sometimes and stuff like that.
I was gonna say that'd be tough. That would be. I mean, I'm literally the worst. I probably will never be privy to that kind of information, because I cannot keep a secret inside my mouth. If I know about it, I get in the flow and I just start talking, and then it comes out, and I'm like, oh yeah, I wasn't supposed to say that, so don't repeat it. But
if you want to let the people know, that's it's honorable.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm the same.
I mean, that's the thing too. Is I say it all the time. It's like I'm gonna leak stuff. So if you don't want people to know about it, just don't talk about it around me, because it's gonna come out here or there. But yeah. I had another question for y'all, and I totally spaced on it. But I guess one thing that I was just curious more than anything is, we've been chatting about sandbox stuff for like 45 minutes now, which is awesome. But I'm also always just kind of curious to learn a little bit about you guys as just people. And one thing, being from across the world, from a lot of us, I know a majority of the people in the chat are US based. I don't know if everyone is, but Canadian, I see G. What have you guys always been in Australia? I feel like yes, judging by the accents, but I guess you could acquire those halfway through your life too. I don't know. But are all of you full purebred Aussies, or?
Yeah. I guess they all
Aussies.
We all went to high school together as well, so we've all grown up with each other. So
Okay.
It's been we've all known each other since like year 7 to like 13.
That's super cool.
Since 2005. Yeah, which is a long time.
Long time.
Some would say too long.
Some of you don't sound as excited about that.
I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's super cool. So you guys went to high school and everything together. Did you guys go to college, or what was after that?
I think Matt did, and you went to uni, right?
Yeah. I did
Cool.
business and IT. I ended up being an accountant. till I found
Yeah.
till I found a sandbox, and that was not as inspiring as what I do now.
I feel you on that. I did bookkeeping for a while
Yeah.
before this too.
Soul's in a bit better of a place now, with this community and kind of this creative space, and being able to kind of dictate what we do and how we work is a lot healthier, I think. But we're a very mixed discipline team. I'll let you guys, explain where you've come from, I guess.
Yeah, I've just come from I guess straight after high school, what I did was I went and did like TAFE. That's what I wanted to go do. So I did TAFE's kind of like just before, if you don't want to go to uni or pay all the money, you can go do like at the time TAFE courses were super cheap. So I just went and did that. Did engineering there. Realized I hated engineering. Then didn't do that. Did IT for a year after that. This is all while I was working as well in a pub, kind of working my way up through that. So then after I did that IT course, I was kind of didn't want to go with that. I liked IT, but got offered the opportunity through the pub. Did business management through them. Worked my way up until I got to the 2IC of like the Australian Hotel and Brewery, which I was at the end, and then basically COVID happened and hospitality went under. I had to find something else, and then I found Sandbox. That's where I kind of came in with Sandbox. Saw the opportunity there, bought some lands, invested some money, and tried to make it work.
And make it work, you did.
Thanks,
Congrats. That's an awesome story, and obviously same to you, Sand. Just accounting blows, so I'm glad that you.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
I still do some accounting. So I didn't get too far. You can take the boy out of accounting, but you can't.
The accounting out of the boy.
Hey, I mean that's handy to have an accountant on the team though, because it's an important it's an important part of business. It's one that most
makes
of us
it a lot easier.
Don't enjoy, but it's definitely important.
Necessary evil.
Yeah,
That's right.
Some would say.
And
me.
Don't worry. We'll palm it off to somebody else. Or
Yeah, I can see. What do you do?
Yeah, I went to TAFE, which is like a tertiary education equivalent.
Yeah.
Unlike these guys, I actually really liked my career in graphic design.
He's the only one that actually still does kind of what he does.
And
a long time to get him out of there. Long time.
Yeah. I think I was just like, I'll just give it a go. I mean, you can't really pass up an opportunity if it's going well, right? So that's why I was just like, I'll just take this on full time. I think I was the last to leave my I definitely was the last to leave my job for Blaze Games, but I'm pretty happy that I did.
Yeah.
I bet.
And I still love graphic design and that industry. I mean, one day I might make it back out there and try and work in an agency again, but yeah, I don't know. I'm probably sugarcoating it as well a little bit. Rose tinted glasses and everything. Because there were times where I fucking hated graphic design as well. So, yeah.
You get the best of both worlds with this kind of, I think, Sandbox. You get to do a little bit of what you kind of did before, but bring it into a situation where you can do something new and creative each time.
That's right. So, that's kind of my background.
Yeah.
Plus, I've been making music the whole time as well. So that's where that side comes into it as well.
So always gets put to the sideline. He is our resident beat master. He is really, really good at making music. So if you need music, hit him up.
That's good to know, because I might be sliding in your DMs at some point. Because
okay, sure.
That's cool though. What is it? Electronic? Like, what kind of music do you make?
I mean, I make a bit of everything, like from heavy metal to trap, ambient, experimental music.
Nice.
Make a bit of everything.
Are you? Do you post it anywhere? Like, are you on? I don't know.
Yeah, I got a SoundCloud. I don't know. I don't really want to point anyone to that because I haven't uploaded music in a while, but
sure.
I got SoundCloud and all that sort of stuff, and every song you hear in the trailer is one of mine.
This is, yeah.
So that's where you can hear it.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. You guys, you have a rounded team and it all is from childhood friendship. So that's it's super cool how it all kind of like came together and came full circle for y'all.
For sure. Worked out.
I think none of you probably could have expected this to be what you guys would be doing out of high school if somebody were to ask you, what are you gonna do for a job?
No way.
Really came out of the blue.
Yeah, did come out of the blue. I kind of just, it did come out of the blue. I thought I would have been like, I think at this point, just still in the pub industry running. If I think if COVID didn't happen, I probably would still be in the pub industry. I would have stayed there. Would have been just, I guess, lazy and kept on doing what I knew how to do, not being forced to do something else.
Yeah, same. If it hadn't been
it's
for
easy to get
Sandbox,
easy to get stuck in that comfort zone where it's like you're comfortable, but it could be better, but you're comfortable, so you just keep doing it. So yeah, I feel that for sure. It's one of those things that, but once you take the leap and you start and you realize that you can build a business or whatever for yourself and start kind of pursuing more of an entrepreneurial life, you realize that there's no going back, really. Like it's definitely hard to go back because it's just so much. I mean, there's pros and cons to it for sure, but there's a lot more pros, in my opinion, to running your own life instead of building somebody else's dream.
Yeah,
sure.
Well, but it's a lot of those things where you kind of get related back to it. It's kind of the same thing with, I guess, if you buy a loan or something, you're paying someone else's loan. If you're renting, you're paying someone else's loan, kind of thing. Or if you're working for somebody else, your $1,000 paycheck is not really comprehensible of what you actually are earning. You know what I mean? Like your $1,000 is what they think they want to pay you, but you actually could be earning them $8,000 a week from what you're doing. You have no idea.
Yeah, you reap all the value that you create when you work in your own business.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Which is much more satisfying. Chat wants to hear some trap. Do we have any trap in any of our videos, any of our trailers?
I'm sure we do. Yeah, I'm sure we do.
Is the gutter bar one trap or is it?
Yeah, that's trap.
It is. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Which one?
The gutter bar.
The gutter bar
music.
song.
I think you might have showed that one, but I don't know if you showed it with audio.
Let me see where it is. I have so many tabs open now.
Or the asset sale. I think.
Ice Pilot says OnlyFans.
That's one of my tracks. Yeah, that's one of my trap tracks.
You said the gutter bar one is trap? I'll play it right now. Let's switch screens.
Ice Pilot also asks, does the whole Blaze crew have the same headset? That's cute. Yeah, we do.
Yes. One of our first purchases.
Damn, son, where'd you
Here's the
find
crap.
this?
That's enough. But that's dope. I didn't realize that I mean, I guess I should have realized that it was somebody created it, because who's creating music about gutter cats unless there's somebody in the world. So, but that's dope that it was you. So very cool.
I think that was one of the things that when we posted the original Gutter City trailer that people really responded well to as well. Similar song, just a little bit different, but yeah, I think that really brought the hype.
Just those boots. Everyone's after those boots.
Yeah, that's I mean, knowing the gutter cat community, that it definitely makes sense that vibed with them. I mean, it vibes with me. I feel like I definitely should be in the gang. I was kind of in your situation where like I knew of gutter cats when they were minting, and I just did not have the liquidity, as we all like to say. And I couldn't. I mean, I kind of did have the liquidity, but I just couldn't at that point. Still, I just couldn't.
Justify. Yeah.
I just like
So tough to make the jump.
It is very, very tough.
It really was early on for a long time. Like, I mean, I'm somebody that watched Bored Apes Mint, and I've watched all these fucking things that it's like, oh damn, I wish I would have got it then, because I could have been doing a lot better now. But yeah, it's. What was I even? Oh, I feel like I definitely would vibe with the Gutter Cat Gang if I picked up a clone. I was like, I gotta get something.
Nice.
So
yeah, the clones, Gang Wars is coming out soon as well. I'm not sure if you've seen on Twitter, but they've been posting it for the last 2-3 days, like little hints and little DNA signals from the founders' tweets. And I've heard some things in the Kingpin chat that things might be happening soon. So
okay, dope.
Gang token might be dropping. I don't know when exactly, but keep your eyes out.
Good to know. Good to know. There's a little more maybe alpha. So that's good. That's good. Are you guys excited about? I mean, it's kind of a weird time with NFT world, but is there anything that is on any of your guys' radar right now that you guys are super excited about? I know we talked about the Bunker 2171. They're doing some cool stuff, and like you said, I think the floor is pretty low on them. But like anything else that you guys have your eyes on? I always like to tease out a little bit of alpha if you guys know anything.
NFT projects. The one I'm keeping my eye on at the moment is Memeland. Not sure if you've seen it, by 9gag. So 9gag's bringing out a project called Memeland. I was lucky enough to pick up some of their MVP tokens when they did their pre-sale, and they're going to have their Tato drop and then also their main Memeland drop, I think, relatively soon too. So that's one I'm keeping my eye on, because I think it's going to be a big player.
Okay.
We're not building anything for them per se for us, but like, yeah, just as general NFTs, keeping my eye on. That's one project I'm definitely keeping my eye on right now.
Good to know. Good to know. That's another one that I have never heard of. It's so crazy, like how how you can like be in this world like 24/7 and just have things that you hear about that you're like, what is this? And then you go to their Twitter and there's 261,000 followers, and it's like, okay, well, some people have heard of it. I just apparently have not been paying attention to the right Discord chats, but
full-time job.
It was pretty crazy. Like the CEO of 9gag gave me 2 spots to give away on my Twitter, just because he was trying to do a promotion for it at the time. We're giving away whitelists for it. For the Memeland drop, and that drop itself was like a follow thing, and I never seen anything like. I only had like 4,000 followers before, and then I think at the top of it, I went to like 48,000 followers, and then back down to 18,000 followers. I was like, whoa, what is this? This is ridiculous. That's also why I was like, I've never seen anything like from an NFT project cause that or generate that much hype, even if it was bots. Still, I'm not even sure I've seen anything like that before, so that's why I've got my eye on it.
Yeah, no, that's a huge explosion. You said you went all the way to 48, but then
back down to 18. Yeah, but after Twitter deleted like 30,000.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
but still, a 15K jump is still a very significant jump in like 3 or 4 days. So I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's still. I mean, obviously, like you said, a lot of it was bots, but still, like that's a huge jump. That's
they have a huge Twitter presence at the moment. So yeah, definitely, if you are looking to invest in NFTs at the moment, if you're early new, I do know that they're bringing out their potato mint, which is actually going to be a completely free mint. You'll get, I think, going to cost you gas, and you have a chance of getting one of their potatoes, which will be included in their collection as like their tier 3 collection, like the lowest tier.
Okay. Oh, I see. G's talking about it too. Steve Aoki's collabing with them.
Yeah, he might be becoming one of the MVPs for the collection too. So I think that's he's doing some kind of, we're doing some kind of collaboration with Aokiverse or something.
Isn't that a top signal if Steve Aoki joins your project?
Well, that's what I thought too.
I don't know if that means a whole lot, but
he joined. His curse was broken by the Gutter Cats actually, which is quite funny. He joined the Gutter Cats at like when they were 4 ETH and they went up to 6.8. So that broke a little bit of a curse, but who knows? They could go plummeting to 2 tomorrow, and I could be completely wrong.
I mean, there's a lot of factors that could cause that.
I'm joining my projects.
Chat wants your SoundCloud link, Ben.
Yeah, okay. 1 sec.
It's all really good. It's all good stuff.
Yeah. He's being modest.
I rate it.
I was gonna say I would check it out. So definitely Definitely drop it somewhere.
There you go. I'll put it in chat.
There it is.
Aogi on stage with Sebastian had me dead. Jesus. Yeah, that was pretty funny. I remember seeing him dancing.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. I was cracking up. Where did any of you guys go to NFT NYC?
Nah, not this time.
No.
Couldn't make it out this time.
It's a bit of a trek to get to NYC.
Yeah. I
went to Miami last time and the flights just killed me as well. I came back and I was like dead for 2 days after. I was like, it's like, because when I went to Miami, it was like during like COVID as well. So there was a lot of paperwork I had to do for Australia to get through there.
Yeah.
And like, even getting like the flights, I had to get like 3 layovers to get there. It was like 3 different flights just to get to Miami from Australia. And I was like, after 27 hours, it's like, I'm dead. I can't do this again. I need a year's break or something till the next one.
Yeah, dude, I feel you on that. I don't think I would be flying over very often if I was in your shoes. I've traveled to like Bali and Thailand a few times in the last, I don't know, like 5 years or so. And every time I do it, those long, like I think one of the longest was like a 17-hour flight or something, and I was just like that's so long to be on a plane. Like I don't understand it. I mean, obviously, like that. If there's ever a time to fly first class, it would be that time, because I mean, but then
it's still like 10 grand a ticket.
I was gonna say, then I don't even know how much it costs to fly first class for that long of a trip. But yeah, that's. It might be worth it though, to be honest. Like to be able.
I'm not
to,
sure.
Like,
I think I'm one of those people that. I think I'm one of those people that are just like suffer and be cheap. Like, here's the $800. I'm like, I hate this so much. Everyone around me, I hate you.
My personal well-being is not that important to me.
Yeah. Well. Oh, look at that! Right at 9 o'clock. Dope. Well, this has been fun, guys. I appreciate you guys coming on, and it's been fun to just kind of get to know you guys, get to know some stuff that you guys have been working on. I don't know if I didn't really see any like. I was trying to keep up with the chat, and I know you guys were a little bit too. I hope we didn't miss any like important questions that anyone dropped, but it seemed like
mostly just Blaze game chilling.
Yeah,
I think we were all good.
I was say it was mostly just that kind of fun stuff, but
yeah,
the usual that you can expect from the regulars in the chat. So
for sure.
But appreciate all the chat for tuning in, listening, getting to know Blaze Games and all the fun stuff that they've been doing and are continuing to do. And if you missed it early on, we shouted out that they are now the official. I keep forgetting what you guys are called. Ambassador.
You can just say ambassador, yeah.
Yeah, ambassadors for Australia and New Zealand. So keep an eye out for that if you are on that side of the world, or if you're not. I don't know. It sounds like it's kind of up in the air of of who's going to be allowed to do what inside the Discord and all that fun stuff in the future. But looking forward to that. Is there anything else that you guys want to kind of plug here at the end of the show? You can feel free, obviously, to drop any links in the chat or anything. If you guys want to plug yourself or plug anything, this is more so a platform for you than anything else. So, but yeah, did we miss anything? Hopefully we didn't miss anything important.
No, I think we got everything.
Just watch out for that Discord open, because I think it will be available for everyone. We're not gonna.
It's gonna be open to the community, and we'll have an Australia and New Zealand section. Essentially,
yeah. It would be hard. It would be hard to limit it. It's not gonna.
We wouldn't want to as well. Anyone is looking for help or assistance as well.
Everyone can have help and assistance and advice from us. It's all that doesn't matter where you're from.
100. Well, good, because I'm gonna be in there, and I was gonna lie if it was gonna be locked out. So.
No need to lie. Yeah, everyone's welcome.
No. It's still, like I said, I think what we were thinking was like, if there is an Australian New Zealand channel, it'd still be accessible to other people, but it's another channel for other people who are from Australia, New Zealand, I guess within the time zone to address us or something like that, maybe. But like I said, we haven't thought through what we're going to do yet. It's probably going to be accessible to everyone.
Yeah,
totally. And you guys are free to take back and change whatever you want. So it's not a law law. What the hell would the word be? Law abiding, law.
Contractually obligated.
Yeah,
This
signed
is-
a contract.
Yeah, this is not a contractually abiding podcast, so yeah, I think you're good to take back whatever does get stated here.
That's so good.
But super cool, guys. Like I said, appreciate you guys coming on. Shout out to the chat. Thank you guys for tuning in, dropping comments per usual. Appreciate you guys for showing up as always.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
It was a fun
Appreciate
time,
it.
and
It was
hopefully,
awesome talk.
yeah, absolutely. And I'll see you guys on the Twitters, and hopefully we can stay in touch and just see where things go in the future, because we're all in this together. We're all doing cool stuff in the metaverse. So just
it.
excited to see what the future has for everyone. Looks like the chat's blown up, saying thank you, love you guys. You guys are awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, right on, y'all. So with that, we will shut it down and let you guys get on with the rest of your day. I'm gonna get ready to go to bed because
Oh, good, dude.
it's about that time here, and I can feel myself slipping away slowly. So
Oh, gee, man.
yeah,
No worries.
so right on, guys. Well, I appreciate you one last time. It's always nice to have new faces on
Yeah,
and
thanks,
get
man.
to know you. So thank you guys, and we will catch everyone on the next episode. Take it easy, y'all.
All right.
See ya,
See yous. Peace.
Yeah.